Welcome into day 6 of 30 days to a higher close rate, where I take a struggling online coach who has an 11% close rate and increase it in just 30 days, which, by the way, we are 6 days in. Today is day 6, and he is at a 27.8% close rate. So we've almost 3x'd his close rate in less than a week, in 6 days. All right, day 6, what do we cover? This is where we put it all together. So all the videos and all the training sessions prior to this, we worked on individual questions from the discovery section of the sales call. All right, in day 6, we put it all together, and I test Hunter and say, all right, you're gonna take me through a full discovery. I was looking for a couple of things. Did he follow the process? All right, did he go off the process and start talking and over talking and going on a monologue, because that's kind of one of his biggest issues. And lastly, I was looking to see if he did it in a timely manner. All right, under 20 minutes would have been great. Anything under 15 minutes would have been too short, but kind of in that 15 to 25 minute range. And well, I guess you'll see if he succeeds or not. All right, so if you're interested in knowing what a full discovery should look like as an online coach or high ticket closer in the coaching space, this is gonna be the video for you. Let's waste no time, let's get right into it. Sorry to interrupt this video, but I got something really cool for you guys. Have you ever wondered how much more money you can make if you increase your close rate? Well, I actually created a calculator that will give you that exact answer. Click the link below, literally 30 seconds, and you'll find out how much more money you can make if you increase your close rate. All right, back to the video. Peace. Okay, cool. So today has one objective. You're gonna take me through the whole entire discovery. Basically, this is like our test, right? So if we trust it, we dominate it, then we'll move on to presentation. I think we'll do presentation for like 1 or 2 days, and then we'll get right into objection handling. Cool, man. All right, you ready to rip? So you'll start right from section 1, the rapport section, and you'll take me all the way to the recap. Now, the one thing, sorry, before I forget, the one thing I do want to do is time this.
Yes. Yep.
I want it under 25 minutes would be good. Under 20 minutes would be great.
Okay.
All right.
Got it. I got it pulled up. All rapport. I love it, dude.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's rip.
What is up, Chad? How's your day going so far?
Pretty good, man. In New York. I live in Texas, but the weather is just so much better here right now this time of year. It's beautiful out.
Dude, I feel you. Yeah, we're in Texas too, and it's finally getting just nasty. So sure, it's a good little break from it. I was actually just walking. It was nice, dude. Are you getting out and about in New York or?
Oh yeah, yeah. We're here for a funeral, but after that, work, and then over the weekend, yeah, went for a couple of runs and got out and about. But yeah, I love coming back here, man. It's beautiful here.
Dude, yes, that's good, man. Sorry about the funeral, but man, I'm glad y'all getting a little bit of downtime. But dude, you ready to dive in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Okay, so man, today's call is pretty simple. So we're gonna basically just identify where you're at with your health, your fitness, your mindset, walk with Jesus, all that kind of stuff, and create a clear game plan on how to help you reach just a better spot, dude. So if I feel confident we can help you, I'll share my screen. I'll kind of walk you through everything that we do, everything we've got going on here at Monolith Movement. And if we still mutually agree that this is a good fit, then man, we'll chat about like all the next steps, logistics, what happens from there, and you joining the program. So if it's not a good fit, I'll do my best to at least ensure you leave the call with some value, some direction, and all that kind of stuff. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yeah, let's rock.
Awesome, man. Well, dude, so tell me what inspired you to make a change with your health, your fitness, your mindset, your walk with Jesus, man. What's going on?
Yeah, no, 100%. So about a year ago, fell on some really hard times. I lost my job, put my family in a really tough situation. Found out that my wife was actually cheating on me. So it was just kind of like bam, bam, lost job, wife cheating on me. And yeah, it's been a year since that time. And the past year has just been super hard. I kind of gave up on myself and ended up gaining 100 pounds.
Dang, man. Yeah, that's a lot, man. So sorry, dude. But man, so tell me a bit more, man, because it was like really big things. Like, how is all of this affecting you right now, a year out?
Um, well, I mean, it was just hard to do anything, just because it was so much in such a short time frame.
Hmm.
That, I put on those 50 pounds, and right now I'm kind of working a dead end job, so I haven't been able to find replacement from like the previous income I was making.
Hmm.
But all in all, I mean, yeah, it's just I feel like my lifestyle is really affected, or I'm just not doing what I used to do monetarily and
Hmm.
just kind of day to day.
Okay. So you think things have just gone downhill a lot?
Yeah,
Yeah,
100.
man. Yeah, man. So tell me more. How is this affecting you?
Well, because of that, like I just don't feel as much of a man as I have before. So there's definitely like some self-confidence issues and a little bit of depression.
Mm. Dude, so what is that? I mean, you mentioned depression. What does that look like for you?
Just self-isolation. Like I said, I had that divorce, so I haven't been dating and
Hmm.
haven't really been finding people to hang out with, and just being lazy, man, really lazy. Haven't gone to
Yeah.
the gym. Just really sedentary, and I'm a little embarrassed by like the job I'm doing right now.
Mm. Yeah, man. Dude, that's a lot. There's a lot going on. So sorry you're in this place, man. Um, so there's like, not feeling like a man, not much confidence, some depression, you're isolating, going through all the chaos of a divorce. You feel lazy. You said earlier it was 100 pounds, and you said it was 50. Is it how much did you lose or want to lose?
Let's just go with 50.
Yeah, let's go 50, dude. Okay. So 50 pounds extra. So man, out of all the times in your life, why is now the time to improve all of this stuff?
Well, I mean, like I said, before the divorce and losing my job, I feel like I was kind of at like a high in my life in terms of like my career. And, I thought my marriage was going well, but obviously, wife ended up cheating on me. So maybe there's some things I could have done better there. But like in terms of my spiritual life and being a father of my kids, I just felt like I was in a good groove. And over the past year, it's probably been the worst year of my adult life. So, I'm ready to dig myself out of this hole.
Mm, absolutely,
Like
man.
I'm working, I didn't tell you the job, but like, I had like a big corporate job and now I'm doing Uber. So
Mm,
it's pretty
absolutely, man.
stark difference.
Yes, absolutely, man. So, dude, I mean, how much longer can you handle being in this spot?
I mean, I can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really can't.
yeah, man. So, safe to say you're ready to make a change?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, dude, that's all very heavy, man. Again, so sorry you've been dealing with all this. It's a lot going on. But man, that's kind of what's going on right now. I want to look kind of into the future with you. Dream a little bit, man, because I have a good understanding of like where you're at currently with all these things, man. But where do you want to be? Like, where do you want to be physically, mentally, spiritually? Like, let's just look 6 months down the road. Where do you want to be at?
Well, 50 pounds down for sure. But what would make me most happy is just getting back into the momentum that I was. Like if I start losing this weight, I know I'll feel more confident to like, start applying for better jobs again, not be doing Uber. Probably put myself out on these dating apps and pick myself up there. Probably like, I haven't even really hung out with my kids that much since the divorce. So probably,
Hmm.
be more motivated to spend time with them too.
Hmm. Absolutely, man. So, can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So like, dude, reaching all these things, like 50 pounds down, you got more momentum, more confidence, let's say better job, let's say you're going out on dates, more time with your kids, all that stuff. Like, how would all of that change your life in a way that you're not experiencing right now?
If I had to sum it up into one word, purpose.
Purpose.
Yeah, I've been lacking that.
I like that. What does that mean to you?
Just, having goals and attacking all those areas, relationship, fitness, career,
Hmm.
spiritual, just
Man,
attacking the full scope.
I love it, dude. I love it, man. So And if I'm hearing you correctly, the reason you're on this call today is because we want to lose 50 pounds, get your momentum back, get more confident, hopefully get a new job, get out there on the dating scene, have more time with the kids, but overall it's just this sense of purpose, like you're being really intentional with every part of your life. Is that right? Is that it? Or is there something more?
Yeah, no, I think you hit the hammer on the nail. Really, I just had this like fall from grace in terms of like my where I was in my life to now, and it's been very humbling. And I'm just looking to get back, purposely get back to where I want to be.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. I love that, dude. Well, I appreciate you opening up and sharing all that. I know it's a lot. I appreciate the transparency, man. Helps me get a better understanding of where you're at, where you're trying to get. And so, man, I want to get specific because a lot of these things are like they're kind of a little abstract, right? It's hard to have like a grip on some of these things. Like, what does it mean to have momentum, right? But the way we work here is like I want to have a very tight goal, like a SMART goal. Have you ever heard of that, right? Like, and this is the thing we're shooting for. And man, we're just expecting that a lot of these things are going to come off of that and spring off of that, right? And so, um, so what exactly would you say your goal is with your health? So like, let's say 50 pounds. Is that correct? Is it more? Is it less? Like, how long would you want that to take?
50 pounds for sure. I mean, what do you think? I mean, you're the professional.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have guys do that pretty consistently in 6 months.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, 50 pounds in 6 months, man.
Yeah, let's do
Um, I love that, man. I love that. Okay. So you want to do 50 pound, get down 50 pounds in 6 months. And so let me ask you this on a scale of 1 to 10, like one being, I don't care about this at all, 10 being, I will do whatever it takes to lose 50 pounds in 6 months. Like, how important is it for you to accomplish this goal?
it should be a 10, but right now it's an 8.
Okay. Why is it an eight instead of a 10?
Um, I mean, like I said, I just had this kind of like fall from grace in my life, and
Hmm.
I've been experiencing the depression. Obviously we've had that conversation, and
Hmm.
I just have a little bit of like, can I do this, or like, is
Yeah.
this my new norm? Like, just a little bit of hesitancy.
Yeah. So, like some fear, some doubt.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, like that aside, take that out of the equation. How, like, if that wasn't there at all, how important is this goal to you?
Well, like I said, it should be a 10, so 10.
Yeah, 10. Absolutely, man. I totally get if if fear and doubt is concerned. I mean, that's a ton of guys that come in this program. I've been there, right? I know we just chatted about, losing these 50 pounds so that you can get back to the sense of purpose, right? And so, man, I mean, like, are we really gonna let some of the silliest fear hold you back from reaching this goal?
No, I mean, I don't want to.
No. Hell no, dude. We're not gonna let that happen, bro. Okay.
Right.
So, man, so a 10 out of a 10. So why is it a 10 out of a 10?
I just don't want to go backwards. I don't want to
Hmm.
be stuck. I mean, I've always prided myself on being someone who's like an achiever and can get shit done and, kind of has it all together. But obviously God had different plans for me over the past year and maybe it was to humble me. But I don't want to stay stuck in this area anymore.
Yep. Absolutely, man. I love it. Okay. So losing 50 pounds in 6 months is a 10 because you hate being stuck and you want to get back to this sense of purpose, man. So what would you say overall are the biggest challenges and concerns that are holding you back from reaching that goal?
Well, what to do for sure.
Hmm.
How do I lose the 50 pounds? Because I've been fit my whole life, like we talked about.
Hmm.
And then uh, probably some sort of community accountability system.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
would say.
Okay. What else?
Um, uh, I don't know, maybe like, I mean, finance is a little bit like, yeah, how much does this all cost to achieve this stuff? But
Hmm.
outside of that, probably nothing.
Okay. Okay. For sure, man. So there's kind of the challenge of just like how does this work, what do I even do, and man, at the end of this, I'll kind of run you exactly through how we do everything, why we do what we do, all that kind of stuff, so it'll clear up a lot of things. And I totally understand the financial piece, dude. I mean, um but I know that this is a huge goal for you to get to back to this place of purpose, get moving again. So like, man, if nothing else, would you at least be open to getting resourceful with me to see if we can make a plan that is good for you, works for me?
Try again.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm trying to go back between all these notes, dude. Um okay. So man,
Let's
I
say
totally
don't frame it like would you at least. Like
at least okay, yeah,
don't sound desperate. Say
yeah.
would
Okay.
you be open to?
Yeah, okay. Well, man, I totally get it. Finances are concerned. Why don't we do this, man? We'll go through this call, and if by the end of it you think this is a good fit, and if I feel the same way, are you open to getting resourceful financially so we can make this work?
Yeah, I think so.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Much better.
Well, dude, so are there any mindset challenges holding you back from this? Like, I just, again, we kind of covered some fear, some doubt, imposter syndrome. Like, what is there kind of internally?
No, we kind of talked about that already.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Awesome,
like,
man.
I am a 10 and ready to do this.
I love it, dude. I love it, man. So just to confirm, I mean, some of the challenges, are just kind of the literal, like what to do, how to do this, needing some community, needing some accountability, all that kind of stuff, man. So what have you tried so far to overcome these challenges and lose this weight?
Well, nothing. Like I said, I've always been fit my whole life, and since those things since those things happened, I just kind of fell into depression and gained the weight.
Okay.
This is my very first step.
Okay. I love it, man. So no worries at all. How long do you think that this has been a goal for you then?
Well, about 6 months after all those things happened,
Hmm.
I started actually like realizing like, holy shit, like I'm really
Hmm.
slipping here. So probably about 6 months.
6 months. Okay. Okay, man. So 6 months. I guess why haven't you taken action on it sooner?
Just couldn't find the an inspiration to do it, I guess. I mean, just kind of felt like almost felt like I kind of deserved it.
Mm.
I got
Yeah.
cheated, lost my job. It's like, like I said, is this my new norm? Like I just was really
Hmm.
doubting myself.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I do. I get that 100%, man. You took a big hit. And honestly, that's a lot of guys coming in the program, dude. They're coming to us in a pretty dark season. And that's one of the things I love getting to do is just kind of walking you through that and get you back up to that sense of where you're inspired and you feel really good and you want to make the changes and all of that kind of stuff, man. So that makes perfect sense. Um, so man,
What
I mean,
what should you do
dude,
right here?
this is, I don't know, I got a little bit stuck there.
You've already kind of addressed it, right? So I
Yeah.
would casually readdress it because you already have. I would say like I know we've already talked about this, but like you're ready to move past that, right?
Yes, for sure. Yeah. That's what I was assuming. But yeah, man. So it's fair to say you're open to moving on from this and trying something new.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, man, I want to kind of project 12 months into the future, right? So how do you think your life, your fitness, your health, your mindset, how would those things look 12 months from now if you keep going down this current path?
One edit. Remember, fork in the road.
This is yes. I don't even have that written down. Sorry. Okay, so man, you're kind of at a fork in the road, right? Is there's one road you take where nothing really changes, right? You keep doing the same things, same mindset, same lacking all of these things, right? Um, so let's talk about that. Let's look 12 months down that path, right? If nothing changes, you keep going down this path, where are you at?
I haven't really thought about it. I don't really want to think about it, but
Yeah.
I would probably be the same.
Hmm. Yep. Yep. Tell me more. What does that mean to you?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of a believer of like nothing ever stays the same. So you're either going
Hmm.
forward or backwards. So honestly, I'd probably be going backwards. So
Yeah.
gaining more weight, being more depressed, things like that.
Hmm. What else?
Just more, not fulfilling my purpose, not feeling purpose, not having the career I want, not putting myself out there in terms of dating scene,
Hmm.
just all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. I hear you, man.
Right here to like throw a little jab, you could say like, and assuming you don't want that, right?
Yeah, okay, that's good. I like that. And I'm assuming you don't want that.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, I hear you. Let's flip it and go positive now. So, how would all of these things, your fitness, your mindset, your confidence, your purpose, like how would those things look in 12 months if you committed to reaching this goal and actually accomplished it?
Good fork in the road though.
Go back to fork in the road. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
You took me down the
okay.
other path. Let's
Yeah,
get it.
yeah, yeah. Okay. So, man, that's kind of the dark path, right? Everything stays the same, gets worse, like you just said, assuming you don't want to go there. So man, let's look at the other road, right? Let's go positive. Let's look down the good road, right? So, man, think about 12 months down that path, right? What would your life look like if you committed to reach this goal and actually accomplished it?
Love that you used the word committed. Keep doing that. That's really good. Well, man, I'd have that sense of purpose again. And that's something I've been craving and honestly praying for.
Hmm.
And then on top of that, I'd be putting myself out there and hopefully finding a date, maybe my next, girlfriend. And then, the new career. I mean, that's the one that really took the biggest jab at me. Like, I don't want to be doing Uber anymore.
Hmm.
So, start applying for jobs and really find something that I can call home.
Hmm. What else comes up for you?
I just keep coming back to that word purpose.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest thing for me, man. And if I can achieve that, and if this is the program that helps me achieve that, like that would make me happier than anything else.
I love that, man. So, getting that sense of purpose back, like putting yourself out there, new career, like things are just moving in your favor, dude. I love that. Are you willing to settle for anything less than that perfect vision?
No.
No, no way, man. And so, man, before we get into talking about what we have going on here at Monolith, what do you feel like you need in order to reach this goal once and for all?
Well,
Hmm.
things that solve my challenge, right? Like the strategy, the know-how. I know we talked about community. Those would definitely be big things. Just someone in my corner.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know, like, I'm still not over what happened to me, the divorce and losing my job, and um, I just need someone to lean on.
Yeah, I love that, man. So, man, based on our conversation overall, I 100% think that we can help you. Now, before I share my screen and kind of walk you through how what we do, um, I love to just recap everything we discussed so far. So please let me know if I miss anything. I've been taking notes, man. But your goal is to lose 50 pounds in 6 months. The reason you want to do that is because you want to get back to the sense of purpose, right? You're living with intention. You're living on purpose, right? That's going to just, man, it's going to change the game for you. You're going to be more confident. You're going to be more motivated. Some good things. You're going to start putting yourself out there, job market, dating market. Like, dude, we're just trying to get your life back, right? Um, and the biggest challenge to reaching that is just like I guess the sense of like not knowing what to do, right? How do I do this? I don't have community. I don't have accountability. I need somebody to lean on. I need sorry,
Mine,
the, the what?
fear.
The fear, yeah, 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 for sure. I got to get over, this sense of fear, right? There's a lot of healing that needs to happen, and you've really tried, not much at this point, and you feel like you need this kind of guidance, community, accountability, structure, all that kind of stuff in order to be successful. Is that about right?
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself.
Okay, love it.
Boom, 21 seconds, 21 minutes and 34 seconds.
Okay,
See, you can do it
beautiful. Yes, for
without
sure.
without rambling. You can freaking do it, brother. All right, how did it feel?
It felt good. Yeah, there were a couple spots where I was just like, I think yeah, I was still just kind of like in multiple places trying to make sure, because I always want to know like where I'm going. So I think a lot of that's just kind of coming from the reps with the script, and knowing like, dude, this is where we're going next. Am I getting enough here? I know kind of, where to go from there. So I'm not just like, uh, you know, all
Yeah.
that downtime and stuff. But I think overall, yeah, I
No, I
feel
think it's
good.
good. I think my biggest piece of feedback was it's lacking personality, but that's just because
Yes,
we're reading off a script.
for
So
sure.
it's going to feel unnatural. It's going to feel uncomfortable in the beginning, but don't let that deter you from going back to old habits, right? Because I
Definitely.
saw in your previous call, like when things kind of went awry, maybe they went a little off script, you kind of reverted back to old habits in the
Mhm.
call that you sent me.
Yep.
And that's when you would that was that was your trigger when you would start going on monologues, is like when things kind of went in a direction that maybe you weren't expecting. That seems to be your default, but what I'm trying to say
Hmm.
here is stick with it. It will be
Hmm.
natural. It will sound maybe a little uncomfortable in the beginning,
Hmm.
but honestly, because you've been doing this for a while, probably after
Hmm.
5 calls you're gonna pick
Yeah,
up.
for sure. For sure. I love
But
that.
outside of that, like strategically you did everything right, right? it's
Awesome.
just it's just lacking hunter.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I could feel that for sure. I
Yeah.
love it.
Cool, brother. Well, that's honestly everything for today. So just kind of future pacing out what we have left. Thursday, Friday, we'll dedicate to presentation, and then after that, we're just going to nail objections. Well, actually,
Love
no,
it.
I do want to. There's one other phase in the script called the pre-pitch. That
Hmm.
honestly might just take a day, and then we'll start.
Okay.
Then we'll start nailing objections from there.
Beautiful. Okay. Dude, I love this. Okay. Do what?
Has this coaching been helpful?
Dude, it's been incredible, man. It's been awesome. Yeah, it was funny. I was telling, because I had my team in this weekend, so we were just talking about some business stuff, and I'd never like really been with one of the guys in person. I'd only seen the other guy once in person, and so we didn't do a ton of like work stuff, but that it did come up a lot, and I was just like, man, I'm just really excited because like, I mean, even just taking this, I mean, dude, I'm shooting for like 40 or 50% close
Let's
rate is
do
really
it.
where I'd want to be. Cause I'm like, even just running those numbers, like average month, I mean, I'm probably taking 40 calls, so closing half of those, I mean, we're 65K right there, regardless of like recurring revenue. Um, and so that's like a massive, massive shift for
Yeah.
me. So,
And the beauty with you is like you have the following, you have the lead,
mhm.
right? Like it's just this one skill that we need to nail down,
Yes.
and
Yeah,
we'll be dominating it. But
absolutely, dude.
outside of the
Yeah.
scripting, it's just cutting your call time down so you could pitch on that first call.
Yes. I think that was a big thing because I think, it's just one of those things. Like I'll just hear so many people be like, oh, like I always do 2 call closes. Like I always do that. And like, maybe you should do that. And it's just like there's all this noise. But I think traditionally I've always worked best when it's just like, dude, just I don't know as much as you. So just freaking tell me what to do and I'll just follow your lead. And if I stay on that, then good things happen, And then it tends to be like when I start to kind of like I think that's kind of what's happened this year, because I started off super, super strong. Um, and then like just kind of veered from what I knew. And I was talking to, 'cause my business coach, Brandon, I'm kind of in like a partnership thing with him now. And he was kind of like, man, I think this happens to a lot of people. Like you get a lot of momentum and you start to expect people to just like lay down for you, where it's like, oh, like this is the coolest thing ever. Like everybody wants to just know about this thing. And so just always coming back, and you've helped me a lot in that of just like, dude, nobody cares about my thing. It's just like, does this solve their problem? They have no idea who I am. Most of these guys do. Even the guys that do know who I am, like those guys don't always close. You know what I mean? So it's just like, that doesn't matter. Get back to this, just stay on track. Follow this and it'll be really good. Cause I think there's just a lot of things you've said of like, just I don't need to just like coach them right off the bat, right? I mean, and that's even just knowing that, like, because I think I've just had this thing in my head of like, oh, I just want this to be so valuable, and like even if you never come into my program, like this is just so life changing, all this stuff, and it's just like, no, dude, I mean, you haven't paid for that, right? So I
Not
can
only
be,
that, but like what is truly valuable on the sales call is we are listening to their problems.
mm,
No one in their life, they're not telling anybody this shit, right? Like you are
yes,
probably the first person they are opening up to about this.
hmm,
And that alone, like if you are listening, not bringing in the coaching, not bringing in the monologue, and just like truly
hmm,
listening, that's the value that
yes.
sells.
Absolutely, dude. No, that's a huge shift for me. So I'm excited, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's already felt good. I think just getting a couple more reps, like with all of this in place and getting a little bit more natural. I mean, it's already paid off, So objections will be really good. That'll be helpful.
Well,
There,
it
I
was
should have had,
it was free, so it should pay off.
dude. Yeah, for sure. It's insane. So it's like, yeah, I'm hoping, and that part's fun for me because I'm just like, dude, I just want this to be like super helpful for you to use because I'm like this, because you should get paid a lot of money for this. It's
No,
pretty
I
wild.
was just ball busting.
So no, but I'm
If
like,
that,
I love stuff like that because I'm like, I know how valuable this stuff is. And I know that, and I hope that I've been like, I want to be super applied and make sure this is like a crazy before and after because I know how valuable this stuff is, and I know that it would have been just as easy for you to find like 10 people to do this that wouldn't do shit with it and would like not listen to anything that you said. You know what I mean?
yeah, no,
So,
I was just busting your balls. This has been
no,
you've been great and you've been very helpful.
dude, it's been awesome,
My
man.
humor is ball busting.
I do mine too. Mine too. I love it. But yeah, it's gonna be good, dude. I'm really excited. I'm like, man, getting this super nailed down. There's a couple other little slight tweaks we're making. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm excited. I feel really good. This is all coming at a really cool time too, where it's just like, man, there's so many things changing. Like my wife is like about to not be working at all. So this will be all of our money, all of our income. And that scared the shit out of me, obviously, for a little bit with three, almost four kids, but I'm like, it's kind of just been that thing coming back to like, cool, okay, like you keep tabs on everything. And if everything like is tracked and measured and there's metrics, like you find exactly where the issue is, So this was always like, it's kind of funny, like looking back a couple months to see how all of this went, because I was like, I was being lazy with tracking, you know what I mean? So I was
Yeah,
coming into
I saw on your
August.
sheet. Yeah, you haven't tracked
Yeah.
it in a couple
Yeah,
months.
dude. Like, and so going into August, like I met with my guys and it was like, dude, this is all we need to do for August. Like it's just every little thing is tracked every single day because we need to find where the holes are. And then it's just like, cool. Okay. So this hole is getting patched, and then that hole is getting patched, and it's really just a couple things and it compounds exponentially. Um, it's pretty wild. So I'm feeling good overall. I'm tired. I'm burnt out for sure. But
Yeah.
this stuff definitely like it takes a load off, because I'm just like, dude, it is this. I'm an artist, right? So like I tend to, it's actually not in my nature to be like super like metrics driven. I'm more of like a vibes guy. And
Yeah.
so all of this stuff, that's I think why, there's parts of that in sales that have been helpful for sure, because I can make people feel really like seen and known and heard. And I can cast a vision and have very like colorful, language and stuff like that. But then on the other side, it's like that's not going to convince anybody. It's helpful, but
Well, there's not much
so
data in ministry, so that's probably where it carries over, right?
So yes, yeah, it's all heart. It's like all heart, And so like even just doing this is kind of, I mean, this business in general has like changed me dramatically to be like that stuff is paramount. It's huge, right? But then there's also this side. I think that's what the church doesn't do a very good job at because it is such a like, no, it's just all about your heart. I'm like, yeah, I know, but then that also means that we go and do this. Like I've been having so many conversations about that where it's just like, man, there are like these physical things, these like literal to-dos. And, that also alleviates a lot of suffering for people, and we got to be really good about that.
Well,
And
God didn't create logic for no reason, so
no, I mean, everything is math. That's what I like always come back to. It's just like everything is just math at the end of the day, dude. And so that's the created order and that's what we live in. And, so it's helpful to just know the rules of the game, I guess, but
yeah,
yeah,
man.
I'm excited, man.
Well, you're gonna dominate it, brother. You are. Yeah, you're showing up. You're putting in the work. I have no issue. But on the call, if you revert back to your old self, you will not dominate it.
Yes, I will remember that right there. So just shut the hell up. I like that, the sticky note thing. Just stop talking.
Yeah, or just talk less. 80/20.
Just talk less, dude. 80/20 is good.
They should be doing
No,
80% of the talking. You should
yes.
be doing 20%. All right, man. I'm gonna
I love
let you
it.
rip.
Perfect.
Let me know if that how that 4 o'clock call goes, and then
Yes, sir.
I'll see you Thursday.
Perfect, man. I'll dig into that's your notes and stuff from that last call. So
Yeah, do it before the 4.
yes, for sure.
All
All
right,
right,
homie.
bro.
We'll chat
We'll see
soon.
you.